Hi everyone. Welcome back to Jink Heist. It's only been a year and a half, um, but we're finally here with a very special guest this time, Anna, who's very kindly joined us. So yeah, first of all, yeah, welcome to the stream, and we'll just go around and introduce ourselves. So I'll start with on my right, which is Maddie.
Hello, that's me. I'm Maddie. I use she, her pronouns, and I go by time patches on the internet. Um, I do D&D stuff, and I write queer visual novels, and I'm also in a queer gaming podcast called Digital Diversity. That's my thing. You can find all my stuff on Twitter. Should we introduce characters now, or do a separate lap?
No, you can introduce your character now. Yeah.
Okay, I will be playing my tiefling trickery cleric called Temerity. She's a big grump. I'm gonna be honest. So she is Nova's character Temperance, her baby sister, half sister, and she's kind of short and has narrow eyes. Two of them are different colors because why not? And she has fox ears, a foxtail, and horns that look kind of like this almost.
Okay. And Nova?
Hi, I'm Nova. You can mostly find me on as Giftnova Gaming on Twitter. I do streaming and a bunch of TTRPG stuff. And I will be playing Temperance, the Tiefling Cavalier Fighter today. She's the bigger sister of Temerity, and she's a former courtier, aka secretary from Sigil, so she's very high and proper when she wants to be. And yeah, she's basically the defender of the party as much as she can.
Okay, and Ines.
Hiya, it's me, your friend Ines. Hi, let's see. I use she, her pronouns. Today I will be, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Ines666 or at Ines666 underscore, whatever. They really left that handle open for me. So, and for me alone. So, yeah, today I will be playing Wanda Magic using she, they pronouns. She's a arcane trickster and bard. Um, let's see. She's an entertainer. She does a lot of magician stuff. She's very much a magician. She just goes around taverns and towns and whatever, swindling people out of their valuables with her cool magic tricks, but also making some kids happy here and there. And she happiness stands center and stage for her. She's a dragonborn, a black dragonborn, and she's tall. She's got little dangly stuff between her horns that jingles happily when she walks, and got her most important feature, her purple starry cape. That is very distinct about her. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, and Moth.
Hello, I'm Scarlet Moth. I'm an artist, cosplayer, and D&D lover and streamer. My pronouns are she, her, and today I am playing Amanita, the Circle of Spores druid. She is very sweet and pure, and she is Firbolg. She is very tall, but that's okay. Please don't be scared. She's very sweet.
I've missed her voice.
I have also missed her voice.
And last but not least, Anna.
Hello. I do D&D things. I guess you could call me a professional D&D player. Someone called me that the other day and I like it. So I'm going to try to use it. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on the internet anywhere that you can type Anna Prosser, all one word. And should I tell about my character yet or wait until...
You can say their name.
I'm playing Harith.
Which is going to be fun for the party and hopefully also for you too, Anna. But yeah, we're going to pick up with where the party last left off. And in chapter 1, the party were hired, shall we say, by the Fated faction, and they were hired to get the body of the recently deceased Archlector Summelt, which was being kept in the morgue in the Hive in Sigil. And our party decided to infiltrate the morgue and unfortunately raised the ire of the Dustman while doing so, but managed to escape using a portal, which I believe it was Amanita accidentally triggered. And the party fled
Yes.
through with the body in tow. And I also believe that you cast a spell on the body so that it's animated.
Yes, I animated dead
Yes,
so that
you
it
did.
would walk itself.
Yes, which was
That's
extremely creepy and wonderful. So yeah, we pick up there. So for a moment, all of you are you feel not free falling but suspended, and all around you, the world is kind of blurs of color and more sensations than it is actually visuals. You're not sure how much time has passed, but you suddenly just drop. Like gravity is suddenly turned back on like a switch, and you all fall 5 feet. You don't take any damage from this. You fall 5 feet down into a hard surface that sort of clatters and sort of staggers as you fall down. And as you sort of sit up and look around, you see that you are basically on a pile of junk. There are scrap metal pieces everywhere. There are some broken nimble rights and other such broken robots and clearly parts for gears and a few wheels of wagons, perhaps, and even mining carts. And yeah, what would you like to do?
I shall go and check the body, please.
The body is the body of Archlector Summelt is just sort of lying flat on its back, staring up at the sky, completely blank. No expression on his face. He seems otherwise unharmed, but how harmed can a dead body really be?
I guess I I get up and I say, "Oh, jeez, that was not a soft landing. That was not what I expected. That was not cool." Anyway, I would like to look around me. Are we like on a big mountain of junk? Are we? Wow.
Yeah, you are on basically a huge heaped pile of junk. And Sigil, is typically artificially lit. You're kind of used to that sort of grainy white light that sort of filters and goes down in the evenings, sort of to simulate night and day. But here, it's a deep red color. The sky is kind of like a blood orangey blood red color, all bled together into one. And you see that there's like a heavy sort of fog that lingers in the air. It seems like it might be coming from chimneys or vents somewhere, but you cannot see where it's coming from exactly. But all around you, you see that there are just piles of junk. There are like walkways between them. So if you went down, you could get onto the ground again. But otherwise, it's like a sort of, just a huge pile of junk. And you realize, all of you living in Sigil, you realize that you are in the lower hive, like underneath the hive, under the ground of that layer, in the junkyard, which is not a good place to be.
Okay, Temperance would be very like as soon as she came out of the portal, she would be very alarmed and trying to like scan her surroundings, make sure that everybody's everybody's safe and we're not in immediate danger right now. And as soon as she notices where we are, she would take a deep breath, put away, not put away her weapons, and she would say, "We need to go right now."
Mhm.
this place is not safe.
Yeah, I
It's very
say the
smelly
exception.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Nova, could you roll me I would say a history check on this
Sure.
place?
Hang on. That is a 16.
Okay, so you know that the junkyard is where sort of everything goes, waste food product and machines alike. And you also know that the junkyard is protected by what are called scrappers, and these people basically like rummage through and try and find valuables, anything worth scavenging, basically, and selling on. And they are known to not take kindly to living beings that accidentally come down here. They tend to be seen as valuables to sell on too.
First of all, I say I can relate, and then second of all, I just go and try and pick everybody up, like get everybody on their feet, and then also I check my robe. Is it like, is it shattered? Is it dirty?
It's not in exactly good state. It's a bit frayed at the edges. It's been caught on cogs and stuff as you stand up, and it's ripped a bit. But it looks like it's repairable.
Okay, I'll just use prestidigitation to make it clean at least.
Yep.
Testing my magic as well, seeing if it still works for no reason. And then yeah, I pick everybody up from the ground and then I say, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go right now. No. Let's go. Move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Temperance would, as soon as like everybody's like up on their feet, especially she would make sure that Temerity, her sister, is up and okay. And when they are, she would lead the group with like, "Come on, let's move."
Amanita's going over to the body and is poking it now. Please get up. It's time to go. Please,
Yeah.
please.
It's sort of lying there, and then like it sort of just like flops up, right? And sort of jankily gets to its feet. Yeah. And still there's that smell that comes with dead bodies, still lingering around him. Yeah, not pleasant. And as you're all making your way down, all of you need to make some dex saves.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm
Please.
bad
The
at
jug is
those.
very loose under your feet.
Oh boy.
Well, that's okay. I got a natural 20, which goes down to a 19.
Oh, nice.
I got a
not
17, which goes down to the 16.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dexterity save? Question mark?
Yes, a save.
Okay. 19.
Okay, so everyone except for Temerity, you're kind of stumbling. I managed to balance on a couple of surfaces. Temerity, you're sort of hastily trying to get down, but also trying to be careful at the same time. You put your foot on what you think looks like a stable enough wheel, and it suddenly just slips from under your feet. But with that roll, you can make an acrobatics check.
Oh lordy.
Can
I'll
I
just lay
assist?
down for a hot sec.
Can I assist by trying to
Oh,
catch her?
If you want to catch her, you can make an athletics check.
Yes, please.
Oh.
I'm good at those. Okay, that's 16 plus 7 is 23.
Hell yeah! You see Temerity slip, and then all of a sudden, Temperance, your arm just shoots out. You grab her, and pull her back. And you make your way hastily down to the bottom. And when you reach the bottom of the ground, you actually see like it's just covered in like a thick layer of dust and grime, and it sticks to your boots and your legs very easily. It's extremely unpleasant.
Yuck.
Question. So these scavengers, are they like humanoids or?
Yes, they are typically. But pretty much anyone could be a scavenger, a scrapper around here.
Okay, lovely. I would I would like to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
And make myself look like as shady as possible, even though I already look very shady.
Okay.
I just want to get rid of the cape, the bright cape,
Mhm.
and I want to replace it with like a hood, like really a cloak, like one that goes over the whole body, and just one with a good hood. And I want to make myself look more less dragonborn, so maybe I'll change myself into just a human.
Okay. Yeah.
With like basic features,
Mhm.
female.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like a very nondescript kind
exactly.
of face.
Mhm.
Basically, like, because living in the lower wards, you would have seen a lot of like wanted posters and things like that, so you can kind of just make that sort of image of like, oh, I've seen this face on a wanted poster before, it's fine.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, you get a shimmering haze and you disguise yourself.
Lovely.
While Amanita is now picking up some of that gunk and grime and dirt and is trying to smear it over the body's face and any skin exposed.
Okay. You also notice as you're like scooping up that dirt as well, like underneath there's a layer of sort of thick moss and like fungi.
I am going to collect some of that, please.
Yeah,
And
sure
I'm
thing.
going to save some of that for myself.
I put a mushroom on the corpse's head.
Okay.
Is the
Yeah.
corpse still following us?
Yeah, it will follow Amanita as long as you hold the spell on it.
I say, good boy, and then I pat him on the face.
He is very good, yes.
Yep.
And then I just take the most clear path. Like, do I know the way out of here? Do we know the way out of here?
You don't, but directly in front of you, there's a path going to your left and a path going to your right, and kind of sitting in the middle of it is another big mountain of junk.
I look
Okay.
back and I just go, I mean, good adventures always go left, right? That's what they say.
Temperance looks at her. Is like, you got a point.
I have not heard this one before, but I think that maybe we should. I'm not sure.
As
Thanks
long
for your input.
You're
As-
welcome.
as long as we move and get out of here, let's go left.
Yeah, I just turn left and I just go. I hustle.
Okay, you go left. And you are playing Harith, and you have been scoping out this junkyard for possibly about an hour or two now, staying out of sight of these scrappers. And could you make me a survival check, please?
That's you, Anna, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, she's
Sorry.
muted.
Yeah.
I was trying to fix my camera because it
That's
decided
okay.
to unfocus right now. There we go. Survival check, you said.
Mhm.
What would be a stream premiere without some technical difficulties?
Right.
That's going to be 10.
Okay. You are able to see, especially with temerity falling,
Damn it.
you can see that somebody had fallen down this slope almost. This junk is kind of displaced. And you can see going through the dust at the bottom on the ground, there are a trail of footprints of 5 humanoids. And you think you are completely on the right trail here.
Harith takes out like a notepad, a very neat one, and kind of checks and looks, checks. Yes, closes it and then continues following those people.
Yeah. And the whole time you're following them, you're getting a sense of that residual magic that has been placed upon them. You know that this is sort of scrying magic. So you are able to tell where they are almost not at all times, but you're able to get a good sense of where this group is. And as you go left and round the corner, you see these 4 humanoids and what appears to be another humanoid, but doesn't walk exactly like the rest of them. Is sort of just shambling along, and is also covered in dirt and a mushroom on his head.
The mushroom is very important.
It is.
Um,
Is that
and-
person unexpected to me? Like, do I have notes on the mushroom person?
This is strange. You know that there should be a body with them, but nobody told you about a shambling mushroom-covered man.
Hmm. Interesting. I just continue to trail them until an opportune moment to engage with them seems to come
Okay.
along.
And we'll cut to the rest of the party now. You are moving ahead. Could you make me a perception check?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Uh,
D20 do I trust? None of them.
My +7 doesn't help because I rolled a 3.
Oh god.
So that's a 10.
I rolled an 11.
15 total for temerity.
You know what? I got a 7.
Nice.
And the rest of you are just sort of like kind of taking in this big area, hearing the hissing of steam vents and the belching of chimneys, and a thick black sort of smoke is now rising and bleeding into the sky above. And it sort of leaves like a taste of acrid bitterness on the back of your mouths. It's that thick. But temerity, sort of above all that noise, you can hear a rumbling noise, like almost like a low growling.
Uh-oh.
And it is coming from the junk pile next to you, kind of just above.
Oh, what?
Do you hear that? I just kind of put a hand on Temperance's shoulder and like pull her backwards a little bit.
Temperance stops.
Do you hear that?
Temperance stops and signs her the whole party to stop, and she's like, "No, why? What is it?"
I've been walking ahead, so I'm like, what? I like turn around. I'm like, what?
Amanita is searching through the junk piles as they're going along for more mushrooms and moss and icky stuff.
I like to think we're just leaving you to it as well. We're just like going ahead and you're like, woo!
Okay. And as you're doing that, sort of just wandering ahead, Wanda, there is a sudden crash from above, and a huge, a very large, sort of four-legged creature bounds out, scattering junk everywhere. And it hits the ground in front of you with a heavy thud. And you see in front of you is a pure white scaled guard drake. And it looks less than pleased to see you here. And Hayrith, you also see this from where you are.
Not ideal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's like a lizard type thing, or is it like a dragon type thing?
It's kind of a mix of both. It's
Lovely.
like a wingless dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not both?
It lands in front of you, and it glares at you with huge red eyes. And it's you would find its posture threatening.
Lovely. Okay.
How big is it?
It is roughly about 15 feet in length. It's huge. This is very big for a guard drake. You've seen
boy.
a couple before, but this is huge.
How much further ahead was Wanda? If
Wanda was probably like 10 feet away, so like you can see her very clearly.
okay, so we also saw the drake coming down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, Temperance would right away make a beeline for Wanda to like put herself between Wanda and the drake.
I mean,
Okay.
before all that happens, I would first of all, I would like put my hands up and just kind of bow my head to the drake.
Okay.
And then
like
just
it's a
kind of
hippogriff.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, kind of, but more so as to like avoid eye contact, because I know that like in my family of Dragonborn, I was always told that to never look a dragon in the eye, and
Okay.
so I'm like avoiding eye contact, and then I say, "Good, good, good lizard thing. Good, good boy. Good girl. Good whatever. It's fine. Good one.
Yeah.
Such respect.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It untenses a bit at you
Lovely.
putting your head down and backing away.
Mhm.
But with Temperance being very standoffish, it turns its glare on Temperance.
Mm.
Um,
As it does that, I do a prestidigitation, like a magic trick or whatever. I'm imagining maybe I snap my fingers and then like bubbles pop out or something.
mhm.
I just go, look over here. Magic.
And Hayrith, where you are, you've witnessed this scene in front of you, and you've been kind of caught up, seeing what the heck is going on. You're kind of seeing somebody, bowing to a guard drake, and then showing it magic. That you very belatedly hear another sort of rumbling noise, and another large guard drake, similar size and stature, and just as threatening in posture, um, leaps out from the junk behind you. And it's instead of being white this time, it's jet black, with bright yellow eyes.
And this one's facing off with me only.
Yes, it seems to think that like you're part of this group.
Most inconvenient. I square up against it and draw my rapier.
Okay. In that case, everyone roll initiative.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
No.
This is fun.
We're not even 20 minutes in. It's already going bad.
Oops.
I cannot roll today either. It's going well.
This is going really bad.
Okay.
My initiative's at now a 0.
Oh,
no.
You're looking for trash. It's important.
Hey,
It's not trash, it is treasure.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
I rolled a
Hey.
19, which became a 17.
Okay.
Woman's trash, right?
I got 17.
Okay.
I've got 19.
Okay.
I don't have to roll for the corpse, do I?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Well,
Temerity. Well, you did better than Amanita, so it's fine.
It's true. Not really a high bar, though.
Aspirational.
Okay. And the other Drake got 11. Okay. So, Wanda, you're up first, surprisingly.
oh goodness.
This
Well,
white Drake in front of you. Its eyes sort of drift to something going on behind you, and then immediately the scales on its neck raise up like a dog's hackles, and it roars at you.
it roars at me. Okay. My instinct is to roar back, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Do it.
I do indeed.
Yes.
I'm just that feral, I just
Are you
So,
trying to
yeah.
intimidate it?
I'm not, because I'm very scared. So so I'm not trying to intimidate it. So it's very much like a hesitant like roar. It's like a rah, it's like and then yeah. I don't know. Do I hear the other one behind us?
Yes, actually. As that one roars, you hear roaring behind you. You can guess that there's another one.
Lovely. So I like look over my shoulder and I go, oh great, okay, cool, awesome. And then I think, because how far is the white one away from me?
It's just a couple of feet away from you.
That's not ideal.
all up in your grill.
That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all.
I am right next to you, so
I know.
if it attacks you, I can try to protect you.
Okay. I'm gonna try and move away from it. Not disengaging. I'm just gonna move away from it, and I guess I'll get an attack of opportunity from it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my reaction to impose disadvantage on said attack with my shield. Just kind of like mom arm myself between the two. Oh no, what happened?
The other one is about 10 feet away, roughly. And you see that with this new Drake, there is a newcomer, someone you do not recognize.
Interesting.
Okay.
And they are facing off with this drink, yes? Okay.
Yes, their back is to you, so you can't see their face, but you know that this is someone you don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. How far away is the other one again?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, then this sucks. Okay. I just get out my short bow and I start firing at the other one, the black one, while I scream to everyone, get out of the way. That's what I scream.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanna attack it with my short bow.
Okay.
I only have one. Yeah, I have one attack indeed. Oh god. Well, this better be good then. Ooh, 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So I'm not. Wait. Ah, damn. Okay, that sucks. Could have done sneak attack, but I'm not within 5 feet of it, so that's fine. This is 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Second. Oh, maths. Oh. But yeah, from where you are, Hayworth, like facing off with this Drake, suddenly an arrow just goes in and like pierces it in the shoulder, and it immediately roars in pain in response, and it is now that Drake's turn.
Oh no.
So it is just going to blindly lunge at you, Hayworth, and that is a 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's a D8. Oop. Would have if I had one. There we go.
That was completely my fault. I am sorry.
That's 7 piercing damage as it bites you.
Ouch.
Mhm.
So many sevens.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Oofy.
And it's now Temperance's turn.
I'm sorry, did we skip my turn? Because I had internet problems.
No, we haven't skipped your turn. You're good.
Okay.
It's now Temperance's turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. So I'm basically facing off the white Drake alone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Good.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'm gonna glare at it and put my unwavering mark on it, and yeah, I'm just gonna stand right in its face and swing my battle axe at it, one-handedly.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Roll to hit.
the first one is an 18.
That hits.
Okay, and the second one is a 25. So I guess that also hits.
Yep.
Okay, it's 2d8. It's 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 points of silvered slashing damage.
Nice.
Silver. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
-8. Yeah, you land a pretty solid hit straight into it with your battle axe.
Nice.
And it sort of bulks from the pain of your hit and sort of immediately kind of cowers and shies away from you. And Harith, it's now your turn. You have this very angry drake in front of you with an arrow shot into it.
With like a lot of fencing finesse, I jab with my rapier and I try to take a hit right in the chest of this beast. Unfortunately, I roll an 11.
That misses.
So it's like all of this finesse and then just like way off.
Just practicing. It's fine. It was intentional.
Little wobble there. Gotta shake it out.
It was a feint. It was a feint. I meant
Yes,
to do that.
exactly. Yep. Next time. Next time.
I see all of this, yes. I'm like with my...
Yeah,
Yep.
you're seeing all
Lovely.
of this. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, cool.
Is that everything on your turn, Anna?
Yeah. I have
Okay.
I have the bonus action of like uncanny dodge and things, but that's only if they hit me.
Okay. Then it is now the Drake's turn that's in front of Temperance. It's going to disengage and it bolts extremely quickly and basically turns the corner and just goes. It's gone.
Oh, okay. For one moment, Temperance like, yeah, it's what you get. But then she remembers, oh no, it getting away is bad. So she thinks about whether she should like tail it or not, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my turn yet,
Anything
I
else?
guess. So, or is it my turn?
No, I was just asking if you were planning a
Okay.
reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't have any.
Okay then.
I mean, can you do an attack of opportunity?
It disengaged.
Disengaged.
Okay.
So Temerity, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
There is a big black drake behind you, guard drake, and there is a stranger you do not recognize at all facing off against it.
I just go, hi, by the way. And then I wave awkwardly for a hot second. Can I still see the white one, or is it like...
Exactly.
Nice. Cool. We'll be friends. Is the white one completely out of sight now?
Yes, that one's fled.
Okay. That's fine. I'm going to, with my bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon. I'm going to make an attack on the Black Drake with my Spiritual Weapon. I think it's just a big horn. I think that's what I made it last time. Just a big version of one of my horns, because she's not very original.
That sounds about right.
Oh, God, I rolled like poopy. That's an 11, so I think I miss.
Yeah, that misses.
That sucks. Oh, well. And then with my action, I'm just going to use Toll the Dead cantrip. So I believe he needs a wisdom save.
Yes, I believe it is a wisdom save.
If I remember correctly. DC 16.
Yep, it rolled a 6.
Nice. Cool. So I believe he takes 1d12. Where am I? There I am. So he takes 3 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah, so like your spiritual weapon of these horns come down, like miss the drake, kind of ducks under it. But with casting Toll the Dead, there's a sort of how I visualize it is kind of like a sort of blackened ring that forms around it and then shoots inwards with like these black spikes, basically like skewering it with magic. Yeah, and you cause it 3 necrotic damage.
Cool. That looks way cooler. I meant to do the second thing. That's my turn.
Amanita, it's your turn.
Amanita looks over and only just notices that there are guard drakes. Oh.
You've just been chilling with the dead body.
Yes. Going through the rubbish. She's going to look to the ceiling. How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling, wow. it's so high pretty much that you can't really see it. It's just like smog above your head.
Okay. And how close is Temerity to it? Far enough away?
Temerity is about 8 to 10 feet away from this drake.
Okay. Please to move out of the way. I am about to do something. And she's going to gesture her hands out before raising them up and cast Erupting Earth beneath the drake.
Ooh.
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 And so has to make a dex save, please.
Okay. It again rolled like garbage. That's a 7.
All right, 3d12.
Yeah.
Amanita's not fucking around today.
First roll was a 12.
Nice.
6. And a 7. 26 bludgeoning damage.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you immediately like it's become bloodied. It's skewered with this magic, kind of holding it in place for a moment. Then the ground beneath you all sort of rumbles, and it focuses inwards on this drake, and blasts upwards, sort of tossing this drake as it does so. And I'll say, the drake kind of collapses back onto its 4 feet, but it's in a very bad state.
Please do not attack us anymore. We could be friends if you want.
Yeah, it seems like it's not gonna do that, unfortunately, Amanita.
Okay, death it is.
So you have chosen death. Wanda, it's now your turn.
So respectful of the drake's wishes.
Destroy it.
Lovely.
Make it regret ever coming here.
Yeah, so I put away my short bow and I grab my my rapier as well, and I just run over next to Harriet, and I just go, "Let me help you there, friend," and I just try and stab it with like the same finesse.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
Let's hope you land that hit then.
Yo. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, don't embarrass yourself in front of the new person.
There we
Just
go.
kind of steps out of the way, like, of course, your turn. Have it.
I mean, it's a 20, not an unnatural 20, but it's 20.
Ooh.
Show
Okay,
off.
yeah. Yes,
That's me.
this stranger steps aside, like, no, after you. Yep, and you land your hit.
So I'm within 5 feet of it, so that means sneak attack, yes? Lovely.
Yep.
Okay, so a D8, which is 5. Ooh, okay, so 10 plus 6 is 16, so that's 18 damage in total.
Okay. Wanda, tell me how you kill it.
Yes, in front of the new person. Yes. Okay. So I basically just like do indeed like a little like a twirl before I stab it, like right in the chest somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
I just like square it out. I turn around and I take it out, and then I'm like in front of this new person that I don't know, and then the drake collapses behind me, and I'm like, how are you doing?
It's like an explosion behind you, except
Yep.
it's just a drake dying.
Yes. Also, people don't look at the explosions, right?
Right.
So, yeah. So I turn around and I just look at this new person, and I'm like, so how are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? Hi. And I lean on my ring.
This is many questions. Which do you prefer I answer first?
Let's say, who are you first?
I am Harith.
Lovely.
Are you friend?
If you want at this point, Anna, you can describe what your character looks like to the party.
Harith is a Shatterkai, and where Shatterkai often may seem kind of like moody and all of that, Harith is remarkably like definitely still your friendly neighborhood emo kid, but like exceedingly tidy. You know, very like robes and everything are exceedingly neat. Seams are straight, no baubles or decorations or anything, all very utilitarian. Stands up very straight, shoulders back, and very attentive and very focused right now on Wanda as these questions are being asked. And you get the sense that Harith either doesn't understand or doesn't care that there are more social expectations when someone asks, "Who are you?" Harith feels like they have very clearly answered that question completely and now doesn't understand why there's silence.
Lovely. Okay.
Are we
So
dropped out of initiative?
Oh yes, you are all out of initiative now. Sorry.
I think Temperance at that point is like coming over, like wiping her axe clean of the Drake blood and everything, and she looks at Harith and is like, "Did you follow us?
Yes.
Why?"
Lovely. Cool.
I was following you because I believe you are, you are Temperance, correct? And Wanda, the one they call Wanda, and let's see, perhaps Temerity and Amanita. However, Mushroom Shambler is not on my list. Who is the Mushroom Shambler?
Oh
They-
no!
know what?
This is a dead body friend. I have reanimated him, and he is following us. And we did not steal him. No, definitely not.
God.
We very kindly released him from the Dustmen, and
Walk over and quietly put my hand on
I'm-
Amanita's mouth. It's fine. He's a friend. He's a friend of ours.
As soon as you say dead body, Harith flips a few pages and says, a dead body, is it the dead body of Archlector Sumult?
No.
Temperance
I think so.
Temperance just very casually puts herself between the dead body and Harith, and she's like, "Before we answer any more questions, what are your intentions?"
My intentions are to retrieve the body of Archlector Sumult. And if that is said body, I will need to take it.
It is not, and also why?
Are you with the Dusties?
I am not with them right now. No, they are not here.
But you
They are
are
coming,
working
then.
for them.
They do give me money in exchange for doing tasks. Yes.
It's indeed working for them. Cool.
Okay.
For that reason, I must retrieve this body. It is very valuable to them.
This is
Would
not
you
the
like to
body you are
join
looking
us?
for.
Would you like to join us and get money for giving this body to someone else? You can have my money. I don't care about money. Do you have trash? I'll take trash.
I am very confused by this conversation.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I do not prefer trash to money. Thank you.
No. I have the trash. You can take my money.
All right. Harith holds out a hand.
I meant later, but you can have some now if you want. And she's going to start looking through her pouches. She pulls out like probably about 30 gold coins and like maybe a spare button, some mushrooms, a clump of moss, a pack of sewing needles, and she just dumps them all in your hand.
Great. Harith separates out the money and puts that in a pouch, and then the moss and throws that, and the other, like the fuzz, and throws that, and then she looks at the button, and tucks that in a pocket in the front, and then the sewing needles, she looks very approvingly. Ah, yes, useful, and tucks them away in a pouch. Thank you. That was kind.
We are friends now, yes?
No.
It's okay. I am friend. I may be big. I am friend, I promise. I am Ferbog. I am Amanita.
I was not aware that friend was a characteristic one could possess without the
yes.
reciprocal friendship. However,
Oh yes, I am very shaped like friend.
Friend shape. Harith takes a note of this too. Must learn friend shape. Furbolg? Question mark. Closes the notebook.
Temperance kind of tries to insert herself back into the conversation. She's like, "Anyway, you can't have the body." That's not an option.
I apologize. However, I must have the body. If it is in fact the body of Arch-Lector Sumult.
It
It's
is
not.
It is not, and you can also not
No.
have it.
It is the Vice Archlector.
Damn it.
Amanita,
It's not the Archlector.
This is important. What is a Vice Arch-Lector?
He is not the one in charge. He is the second in charge.
This is unexpected information.
if this is about money, then we can pay you. If you're only here to collect this body, which is not the body you're looking for, because you're looking to get paid, then we can pay you instead. And you can help us put this body, which is not the body you're looking for, where it needs to go.
Where does this body need to go?
I can't tell you unless you agree.
It
Well-
needs to go to not the Dusties.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the Dusties not only pay me, but are quite intimidating. And as such, it would be inadvisable for me to betray them. Therefore, I am in a quandary, as I had planned simply to kill you and take the body, but your rapier use is superior to mine, as has been demonstrated, and now I am unsure whether I am a friend to this one.
Temperate-
Amanita looks back over to the pile of rubble where the Drake is, and then back to you.
Before I do anything, I have still had this disguise up for like a human-looking person, and so I dropped the disguise, and so I look like my Black Dragonborn self, and I say, "Well, if we are friends, then we should surely show each other our true colors, and so that is why I'm here. Hi, Wanda Magic. Nice to meet you. Of course, you
It
know
is-
me of many magic tricks throughout
Oh,
the."
your name is a pun.
Sure
Just
is,
pat
Amanita.
Amanita on the head. Yes, it is.
Sure is.
I do not get it.
You
Don't
it's
worry about it.
No, I'm gonna explain it. You know what? It's
Wanda,
wand
Wanda,
of magic.
we're
You know,
ki- we're
wand
kinda
of
sh-
magic.
We're kind of short
Very
on
funny.
time.
I think it is very clever.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
this.
welcome.
Thank you.
Would you like some moss?
No thanks. No thanks, Amanita. Thank you.
Okay.
So, what was your name again?
Harith.
Harith. Hi.
Yes,
So-
hello. We've done that already.
Yes. So, yes, we need to get this body out of here as fast as possible. Do you know the way out? Hey, look, magic! And I snap my fingers and like, like snowflakes pop out.
Harith like observes this, but is clearly not understanding why that was inserted into the conversation.
Exactly what I wanted.
Temperance is offended in your stead.
I do not feel as though I can make a good decision without understanding your motivation and the destination for this body. As such, I shall continue to follow you until I either decide to kill you or until I understand your plan in full.
Well, Harith, no need to do that, because if you want to kill us, that means that I would have to kill you back, which I don't want to do. We are friends, aren't we not?
No, we are not.
Yes,
Oh God.
I am
I've been
friends.
counting the
I would-
amount of times we say friends this whole time. She's just standing here with her hands up.
Temperance is just like rubbing her forehead. It's like, "Oh, anyway, I would love to continue this conversation, but we really need to go. So, whatever. Follow us if you need to. But I would just like to say, the body's ours, and we are also very intimidating, more so than the Dustmen. Just for the record.
I do not think you are more intimidating than the Dustman. Your intimidation quotient is roughly 243, whereas the Dustmen rank at 1002.
Did you not just see what I did
look-
with that Drake? Anyway, let's go, please.
I look at Temperance and I whisper, "She's a good boy. She's a good boy."
dare you? Just please,
Yes.
just let's get out of here, please.
Hmm. And if
When
you
you
need
say
company,
out of here, do you mean out of this particular path or out of this realm or universe?
Out of this whole junkyard, for starters.
Honestly, that's a good question.
Is not Sigil a junkyard itself?
wow, would you call my home a junkyard? How could you?
Yes.
I
That-
just start walking in the other
Shut
direction.
your-
I'm like, bye, guys.
That is
Yes, we
way
established.
that is way
I
too
do
deep
know
of a
the
question
way
to
out.
answer right now. You do?
I do. You may follow me.
Great.
Lovely.
Lead ahead
I
then.
start walking.
Jabber just like mutters under her breath, like, "Oh, finally."
Harris, you know that if you continue on northward from where you are now, sort of just following directly ahead, that you will eventually come across the scrapyard train link, basically, and you will be able to perhaps hitch a ride out.
All right, I go there.
Okay.
I start following Harith like very closely, like maybe like uncomfortably close. I just walk like right behind them, and I just
You smell of brimstone.
I do.
It is quite pleasant.
Thank you. I guess. Wow.
You see me adding that to the notes under Wanda Magic.
Okay, awesome. And so I go, where did you learn such fine skills with your rapier?
What you saw were not fine skills.
Well, I beg to differ.
Mm.
I beg to differ.
I learned them from, but I don't know, where would a Shatterkai have learned that fencing?
You could have learned it from the oh my goodness, the word escapes me now, but the oh my god, where's it gone? But the shadow plane, I can't remember the name of it right
The
now.
Shadowfell?
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell, that's the word. It's like a shadow something.
Mhm.
Yes, you would have learned it in the Shadowfell before sort of being sent out into the world by the Raven Queen. So yeah, you could have learned it there.
I watched a series of tutorials on RavenTube.
Okay. I say Raven Tube. Wow, very interesting. I usually watch Sigil Tube, so that's I guess that's from that mentioned. And where are you from?
I am from the Shadowfell.
Lovely, lovely.
But where are any of us from? Where is the spark of our existence
Mm.
made? This is the
This is
question.
true.
I start
is true.
breathing heavily. You just hear me go. Anyway, yes.
In the end, it matters not where we are from, but it matters that we will all return to garbage and dust and mushrooms one day, and our corpses will become flowers and fungi and mushrooms. It's all very, very sweet, actually.
Yes.
Amanita, sweetie, your experiences are not universal.
I really was not expecting to have this existential crisis today.
Yeah.
Me
I
neither,
just-
to be
It is
honest.
universal.
I
That's,
just yeah,
apart from liches, all of us are going to die.
Mm.
lovely. And I just look at my body and I just go, am I not already decomposed in trash?
We are all decomposing very slowly. That is what life is. Very slow decomposition.
Harris,
Your
you
words
kind
are
of-
like poetry.
yeah, Harith, you kind of like this vibe because it's very Dustman-like in thought.
I'm still breathing heavily. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Temperance.
Also,
I'm an artist. I need to live forever.
Amanita
Tem-
is holding the corpse's hand and just very gently pulling him along.
Yeah,
Aw.
he's just shambling after you, kind of like a just like kind of like a lost puppy, I guess. Yeah, just stumbling after you. This completely still blank look on his face. At some point, the mushroom has fallen off, unfortunately.
Oh,
He's
I
still
put
covered
another
in
one
dirt.
on.
You put another one.
I'm
Very
going to,
important.
I'm going to druid craft some more just over his entire head, please.
Sweet.
Okay, yeah, he accepts
Now
that.
it's a look.
It's not like he can do anything.
It's like a chia pet corpse.
It sure is. Oh my god.
It's like when you grow watercress, except the eggshell is a head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh,
In
no.
Sigil, everything can be a pet.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes.
And as you go, basically, because you're aware, living in Sigil, what this place is like, you basically have been kind of on alert, looking for scrappers. And as you do so, you can make me perception checks or investigation checks.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
Let's see.
13 plus 4, 17.
A 15.
16.
16.
I have a 70.
Wow, not terrible from everybody.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Well done, guys.
I'm impressed, you guys.
Yeah. You, for the most part, don't encounter any strange noises beyond the hissing of the vents. For about 10-15 minutes or so. But as you sort of round one of these corners of junk, you hear again the low rumbling of a guard drake. But you also hear what sounds like voices and a heavy clanging sound.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on all of us,
That is
including
lovely,
Harris,
thank you.
because I feel nice today.
Oh,
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah. So that's plus 10 to all stealth checks. I
Yeah.
believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have a
Lovely.
feeling we're going to need it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just go hide, and then I put a bardic inspiration on Temerity.
Thanks. Wow.
Okay.
76 at this
Mhm.
level? Cool.
I imagined this bardic inspiration being like a bird's call, like a like that
Cool.
one, and then just
Yeah.
like the bardic inspiration kicks in, and then I think I'll go like stealth behind a pile of junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, then, if you're doing that hiding, you can make me a stealth check, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wild shape to hide,
Okay.
Good
please.
call.
I'm going to cranium rat.
Yes. Best wild shape.
Oh no!
Okay, 9 minus 2, 7 plus 10, 17.
Oh, God.
17 for me as well.
27 with the plus 10.
Okay.
So I
One.
rolled. Yeah, I rolled a net one. So,
I rolled a 2, but that became a 1.
Yay.
but wait, so we got a plus 10, so that's
Yeah.
11.
Oh,
Plus
11.
8 is 19.
Okay.
See,
Lovely.
you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm a rat. Does that help?
With a rat, I wouldn't say that you even need to really make a stealth check.
You blend
I'm
in.
a rat.
You blend in. There are plenty of other rats and cranium rats sort of scattered around here.
This
So,
one's just a particularly moldy one.
yeah. I mean, like the rats in this area kind of look dingy and gross anyway, so you just blend right in.
Mud friends.
And as you sort of scamper around the corner, you see that there is the guard drake still limping, grumbling to itself, with the wounds that Temperance inflicted upon it. But there is also a small group of people, and they are dressed in strange garb, these long sort of coats and masks around the lower half of their faces, so that you can't really completely see, exactly who they are. But there are 4 of them who appear to be led by another figure who is quite cutting. She doesn't wear a mask over her face. You can see quite clearly that she is a drow. Her hair is shorn very short, it just almost silvery stubble, basically. There is like a scar on her face, and what's most noticeable is the lower part of her right leg is completely replaced by a prosthetic made from like clockwork pieces, all cogs,
Ooh.
pistons, and that's what's making the heavy clunking noise as like one of the cogs turns heavily like round the knee joint.
Hmm.
And she does not look impressed.
Is it fair to
Valid.
assume that those are scrappers?
Yes, I will say, Amanita, because you're the one who's close enough. Yeah, you can definitely see that these are scrappers. They have these sort of rucksack things on their back, and you can see that there are scrap metal pieces sticking out of them.
She's going to broadcast that to the group in their heads. These are scrappers. Need be careful.
Okay. From what I know about from living in Sigil, do I think that scrappers are like hostile to other people and like rob them and stuff?
Technically rob them, but more they do the robbing after you're dead.
Okay.
So friendly.
They're kind of very very defensive of their turf. They kind of don't like newcomers, who are basically competition to getting junk
Okay.
from them.
Temperance will turn to Harith if they are like in their near vicinity, and she will whisper to them, and she says, I don't think we should engage with those people. Do you think it's going to be possible to get around them unseen towards the exit?
Did anyone hide the body?
No,
Nope.
he's just been stood there, kind of shambling around.
No.
And,
Do I?
give me a
Can
sec.
can I roll a check to see if I happen to know anything about this particular band of collectors? Like I may have run into them before down here.
Yeah, you could roll a history check.
I get 15.
Yeah, you actually recognize the drow who's leading them. Her name is Vengabar. And you know
Vengabus?
Vengabar.
Finger
And-
Damn it, Mom.
and that she typically has a very signature weapon about her, and that weapon is currently concealed by a glove and the sleeve of her coat.
And we don't have any kind of like friendly relationship, right? I couldn't be like,
No,
I've just heard of her kind of thing.
Yeah, from your work, you would know that she works for another faction in Sigil, and this is where I say it completely wrong. But the Citex, I can never pronounce the name.
Chaos attacks.
Chaos attacks. Thank you. The chaos attacks. Yes. So not exactly friends with the Dustman.
I flip a couple pages in my notebook and read aloud to my party, and I say, yes, Vangaba, she has a weapon concealed in her sleeve. Be careful.
How loudly are you saying that?
To all of you, get complete normal volume. Cool.
Temperance is like, I take that as a no for the getting past them then.
And considering there is a body shambling around in the open, and and Harith is talking at completely normal volume, it takes not very long for this drow Vengabar to turn her head exactly where you guys are hiding. She spots the body out in the open, and so do her 4 underlings and the guard Drake. And she immediately shouts out, "Halt! Who goes there?" But at the body, which of course does not respond.
I'm going to telegraph to her now. Emily is trying to disguise what her voice sounds like, and it's like, Do not come any closer. Ah.
It is.
Okay. So
And
you're
she's
looking
hearing that voice. They're hearing that voice inside their heads.
Okay, so you're looking to intimidate. Okay. So you could roll an intimidation check.
This is going
Okay.
very poorly.
This is going very poorly, very quick.
Yeah. The 21.
Okay. Yeah, Vengabar kind of looks surprised for a moment, as do her underlings. And you actually managed to, with that roll, make the guard drake kind of shy away, and sort of like scarper for it. It just runs up one of the junk piles and just runs away, limping. And you hear Vengabar shout after it. She goes, "Damn stupid drake!" And she points to one of
Yes.
underlings
Feel
and
my power.
and says Zed, and she points at one of the underlings. She says, "Go fetch the damn thing." And you hear this underling sort of stumble up the junk pile after him, and he appears to be doing the thing that you do when you try and call a cat over to you, that noise. And you hear him shouting, "Here, Snaps, here!" And he sort of vanishes over the junk pile. So that leaves you with just Vangabar and 3 underlings who are still there.
3 of them. Okay.
I think at that point, Temperance would probably step out in the open, make herself known, and be like, she would try. She's trying to act like all official and stuff. Basically, what she did last time with the
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, I forgot their names. You know what I'm talking about.
You did it with Lunkin and Moot.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would step out and she would be like in her customer service voice. She would be like, I can't do that because I didn't work customer service, but I'm,
I sure did.
Same.
I can feel it in my core, my bones.
Yeah, she would make herself known, and she would be like, there's no need for alarm. I am here on official business for what's that one high court that she worked for? I don't know. She would like name the high court that she was working for, and she would like flap a page of papers like, I'm here on official business for that and that court, and you are I believe you are scrappers. Is that correct?
And Vangabar laughs, and you see the other 3 underlings have now raised their crossbows at you. And she laughs and she says, "The courts have no jurisdiction here."
I am well aware of that, and I do not intend to impede on your business. I am simply here to retrieve this body over there, and I would be more than happy to leave you to your devices. I would even be able to point out a particularly scrappy looking junk pile that I saw on my way out here, if you would be so kind to grant me passage. She's basically trying to persuade them to let them pass.
She does a thing like, sort of like purses her lips and nods like, okay, fair enough. And then she raises her right hand. And she begins pulling the fingers of her gloves off, one by one.
And Trevor's like,
You mentioned to be careful of that.
She says, "It is funny that you say you are here on court business, and yet you have the dead body of, it appears to be Archlector Summelt, I
I
believe."
thought so.
that is
yes.
Nope, that is not
Jacques!
Oh, you would be mistaken. I am a powerful lich.
And she says, funny as well how he can talk without moving his mouth.
Yeah,
I am a powerful lich.
I have no idea how where you got that, and that is also not the body that you said it is. And do we really have to do this?
And she says, well, I have seen a picture of Archlector Summold very recently, and I know what he looks like. And that man before me, he may be covered in mud and dirt, and you may have put mushrooms on his head for some reason.
That was not my idea.
He is Archlector Summold, all the same.
Is a man not allowed to make his own fashion choices?
And she says, so yes, I would consider this my business. And yes, we have to do this. And as she says this, she pulls her glove off entirely. You see that the hand is just metal. And it slowly sort of clinks together and changes shape. And suddenly she is holding an arm that is no longer an arm, but a rifle at you.
Oh god.
Oh, great.
Um,
then-
I'm going to unwild shape.
Well,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, when I see this, I have remembered that I have a 10 bag of tricks. And so for sure, I will pull that out as I jump from my hiding place. And I just pull out a random creature. I'll throw the 8. Oh, great. I'll throw out a jackal. And I just throw it towards this person and I say, haha, that's not a tiger. What I wanted. But you know what? That's fine too. Jackal.
Just randomly chucks a dog at her.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this dog, does it just appear and it's just a normal dog, I believe? Like it's not aligned to you or anything?
Let's see. I can use an action to pull the
It's
fully
just any
object from the
dog.
bag. It's just any dog.
Chat just said pocket jackal.
Yeah.
A
Sure
puckle,
is.
if you will.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see. I can throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8. The creature. No, wait. Creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it's reduced to 0 hit points. Oh, it's friendly to me and my companions,
Mm-hmm.
and it acts on my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you pull a dog out, you throw this dog out in front of you, and it's, kind of Pokemon-like, I guess.
Hell yeah! I just say, Jackal, go.
I choose you.
Yeah.
Pokepius.
Actually, I think that she would have a name for each of them. And so she just says, like, Greg! Get him!
Fucking great.
Get him, Greg!
Okay.
Go
Greg
get him!
legit is my dad's name.
Oh
my God.
my goodness!
You are welcome.
Oh my goodness. And then I also, when I see that it is a jackal, I'm like, yeah. And then I go, magic. Prestidigitate more bubbles. It's a shit show.
Meanwhile,
Everyone-
I'm here Temerity getting a migraine in
Yeah,
the
while
bushes.
this shit show occurs, everyone roll initiative.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Temperance draws her weapons very exasperately.
That's a cock dice. I don't know how they do
I rolled a 19, so that goes down to an 18.
I rolled an 18 that goes down to a 16.
Hey, buddies.
I got
Yeah.
13.
I got a 9. 9.
I got a 13.
Mm-hmm.
This is going great, y'all.
Yep.
I'm low-key embarrassed, but it's fine.
For
No.
once, Temperance looks exactly as exasperated as her sister does.
What
We
did
have the
Harith
same
get?
face right now.
This is going great. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No, this
What
is
did
fine.
Harith get on initiative again? Sorry.
13.
13. Okay. 13.
By the way, I found out that with my entertainer background, there was already a musical instrument there, and it's a ukulele.
Ah, nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so Amanita, you're first.
God.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing Amanita's now in front of the rest of the party, or
Yeah.
alongside them.
I'll say you're slightly just in front, only a bit, not too much.
Well, I promise this is not the body you are looking for. He's a very powerful lich. If you don't believe me, then I'm very sorry, but it is now your time to die. And she whips her hands around before pushing them forward, and water emanates from her hands, creating a tidal wave.
Oh, nice. Okay. And I believe that's dex saves, right?
I believe so. Let me find the spell. Where is it? Oh, there. Dex save, yes.
So the underlings, 2 of them rolled 6s, so that fails. The other one rolled a 13.
What's my save for DC? That is not enough because my spell save is 15.
Okay, and Vengabar rolled a 16.
Okay, so she'll take half as much. So the rest of them are knocked prone.
Okay.
And I'll roll damage. 2, 8, 4, 5. So 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Which for her would be
That's
10.
19. It's you round it down, so it's
Round
9.
it down, so 9. Okay.
9.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they are knocked prone, and she isn't.
5. I hate maths. Why am I a DM? Okay.
Why do we play D&D?
Yeah, the underlings, you pretty much knock them prone. And some of them, like 2 of them, their crossbows are like thrown from their hands as they hit the ground, immediately bloodied, completely knocked out the wind of them. And it's now Vengabar's turn, and she raises that rifle arm to you, and where her coat sleeve is now rolled up, she pulls back the catch on it, the trigger, and then fires at you, Temperance.
Oh, joy.
You have a license for that?
Yeah, that's a concealed carry.
That is...
that needs a permit.
That's a 17.
That does not hit. She
Ooh,
kind of just kind of deflects it with her shield, kind of totally looking unimpressed.
Yeah. It kind of skims against your shield, and you just ricochet it off.
Mm.
It's now the underlings' turns. I'm doing them all together because it's easier. They use half movement to get up, and 2 of them are obviously going to go scrambling looking for their crossbows, and the other one, who still has their crossbow, manages to load a bolt and is going to fire it at you, Amanita.
Oh, great.
Since I assume Amanita is pretty close to me, I'm going to use my reaction to impose disadvantage.
Okay.
Just like interject myself between them.
Mom arm.
Well, the one with disadvantage was a nat 20, and the other one was a 19.
Wow.
Oh.
So that's
Never
a
mind
23
then.
to hit.
My goodness.
And that is 6 piercing damage.
That's what we call a sharpshooter.
Okay. It is now Temerity's turn.
Ah!
Me too.
That's
Nude.
my free action. Am I still like hidden in the trash?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that mean I would have advantage?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm just gonna do a first level guiding bolt, I think.
Okay.
At Vengabus.
Mhm.
13 and a 9. Good lord. So 13 plus 7. A dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Sweet. 46. Oh boy. 8, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 points of radiant damage, and the next attack on her has advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, I mean, obviously I'm revealed now, but I'm just gonna kind of stay in the trash and kind of kneel down a little bit and go, oh god. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Harith, it's your turn.
I'm going to pull out my short bow. So I
Mhm.
don't really want to get any closer to any of this. And
That's valid.
yeah. And I'm going to, is there anywhere I can kind of like, well, first I'll just take my shot. So I'm going to take my shot against Vengaba.
Okay.
18?
That hits.
Yay, finally. And I do 9 damage. But are there any enemies of hers within 5 feet of her?
Yes.
You also
Sweet,
got
so-
advantage, so you get your sneak attack by default.
Right. Good call. Okay, so I have what did I just say? 9 plus 3, so 12 damage
Nice.
piercing.
Yep.
And then with my movement, I want to run and try to take cover because she's got a gun.
Okay. Wanda, it's your turn.
Lovely. So I can pull another creature from this bag as an action.
Just bag of creatures.
And
Just
so
keep 'em
of
coming.
course, I mean, of course I will. Okay, let me roll d8, please. Please let it be better than a dog. Oh my god. Okay, so I reach in and I'm really like, please, come on. And I pull it out, and it's just a furry ball. It only transforms into a creature until it deploys, and so I throw it out, and then it transforms into a tiger.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I say, Balrog, thank you for coming. Yes, there he is, big boy, good boy. And then I use my bonus action to command the jackal to bite the leader, Fangabar. Yeah, I just
Fanga
bite him,
boys.
Greg. Yeah, Fanga boys. I just say,
In my head all
go
day.
get him, give him a bite, Greg. Just do it.
Okay.
And so I shall roll to hit.
Sure, she likes to party.
Damn, that's 20.
That hits.
What the heck? And so I want you all to know that this is a 1d4 minus 1.
Oh no.
So that is 1 damage.
Greg is trying
Something.
his best.
Good boy, Greg.
Just a nibble.
Oh wait, he has pack tactics though. Well, he doesn't need it. He already hit it, so it's fine.
Okay.
Him good boy.
Okay.
Him good boy bite.
Is that
Oh.
everything on your turn?
Well, then I'll do the same as Harith and just hide. I will cunning action hide.
Okay. Then it is 1 second. Why is my mind gone blank? To
Temperance's turn?
Temperance's turn. Thank you. Temperance's turn.
You're welcome. Yeah, Temperance is not gonna hide. How far is Vengabar from us away?
Vangabar currently is about maybe just over 5 feet away.
Oh, only 5 feet. Okay.
Mhm.
Then Temperance will grab her axe in both hands and like march in a brisk pace towards her, And she's just like, "You did this to yourself," and then just start hacking away at her with both,
Okay.
with both attacks.
Okay.
You're too cool. It's funny in contrast.
So the first one is a 21,
That hits.
and the second one is an 18.
That hits.
Nice.
They both
So
hit.
2d10. That's an 8, and the 4 is 12, plus 8 is 20 points of silvered slashing damage.
Okay.
And with that attack, I'm also going to mark her with my unwavering mark, so if she attacks anyone else but me, she's going to have disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'm just all up in her grill.
Yeah. It's now Amanita's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, that really hurt. I really recommend you don't do that again. They haven't come for the Archlector, have they?
No, but that seems to be Venga's plan.
Okay. May I please get her to make a wisdom save as I cast Hold Person on her?
Okay, that is that's a dirty 20.
Ah. Don't like that. I don't think that made. Yeah, that doesn't do anything then. Never mind. And she's going to use Hidden Step to become invisible until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Fair.
It's now Vengabar's turn. And she disengages technically, and but still has her gun raised at you, Temperance, as she backs off. And she says, "Hand over the body, and nobody has to die."
She kind of just looks at like, I feel like we're in the advantage, so how about you run away and then you don't have to die?
You look at the tiger next to you.
Yeah,
She
she's kind of pets the tiger.
Yes.
She shrugs and, "Oh no, okay." Okay.
Uh-oh.
That sounds good.
That's I'll give you a warning now. It's a nat 20.
Oh.
God.
She has the gun raised, and she says, "Oh, how about I just shoot you in the head?" And she rolled a nat 20, so that's a 26 to hit.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
that hits. Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be double damage, wouldn't it?
This is where all goes wrong.
I'm so glad I rolled well for HP.
That is 24 piercing damage
Oh,
Okay.
and 30 poison damage.
Whoa,
what?
Good lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
She shoots you in the head.
You said 24 and 30.
Yes.
So that is
Okay.
4 to 5.
It's
That is
54.
54.
that is 3 points more than I have hit points.
Oh.
it's okay. I can reanimate your dead body. It's
So-
fine.
Oh,
She
She says that, and as soon as she says it, you guys hear a loud bang, and you see her arm recoil, and then all of a sudden, Temperance just hits the ground.
I imagine that the bullet, like, not to be too gruesome or anything, but like it hits her like kind of like on an angle, so one part of her horns on the left side just breaks away and just fucking splatters the ground with everything else that's coming out of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, heck.
And she just slumps to the ground.
Don't like this.
Can
Okay.
anyone fix that? That was unpleasant.
I'm on it. It's right. I got it. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
There are the underlings turns, and they seem to have a bit more confidence now that they've all got their crossbows back. and they've just seen what Vengerberg has done to possibly one of the strongest members of your party. And
You will fear my wrath.
one shoots at you, Wanda.
I'm hiding, though.
Oh, you're already hiding, aren't you? Sorry, my bad.
Mhm.
Then, so who's out? 1 second. One will shoot at Amanita. Sorry. That
I'm
was-
invisible.
Well, it was a 10 anyway, so it's fine. So who is currently out in the open, or is everyone hiding?
I'm crouching, but I'm not hidden. I'm definitely there.
Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then. So that's disadvantage, which was good because that's a now a nat 1 for hitting you,
Nice.
Temerity.
Ooh.
And the other was a 3, followed by a nat 20, but take 3 because disadvantage. That misses you, Harris.
Oh boy.
You basically are crouched behind this junk, and you just hear and see arrows just whiz past, crossbow bolts. And it's now Temerity's turn.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, as soon as she sees Temperance go down, she's breaking cover and sprinting and getting directly up in Vengabar's grill and going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then she's gonna kneel down and cast Cure Wounds on her sister at 3rd level.
If I can, like, shout something very quickly
Do
in
it.
between, I just go, drag her away from everything, from everyone over there. Just drag her.
That's a good point. I'm gonna give her some HP first, though.
Yep.
If I can remember.
It probably
Where-
blows my cover, but that's fine. I do not care.
Okay.
What is it?
Um,
It's a 3d8 plus melee's thing.
Very bad.
Yep. Sure is.
It's
It's pretty good. It's
Oh.
12,
I-
13, 14, 15.
Moth, I really like that cherry face.
You get 19 hit points
That's how I
back.
feel right now.
Thank you.
At 54
Yeah.
damage.
you got
Yeah.
19 hit points back, Temperance.
Yeah, Temper just kind of,
Yeah.
just kind of like, and the like.
And whatever movement I have left, I'm gonna try and drag her away, but I'm interposing myself in between her
Okay.
and
Like the wounds on her
young lady.
on her head kind of like close, but the horns are still broken away. So
Yeah.
now her horns that were already like not quite even are just totally uneven.
Oh god.
Harith, it's your turn.
I'm going to try to close the How far is Bengabar from me?
About 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna close that distance and try to attack with my rapier.
Okay.
It's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Yeah. With that, you kind of
My rapier's cursed.
Oh,
I
no.
can't.
You just-
Oh,
Can I just say for everyone, this is really funny because the rapier is a +1 rapier as well.
Oh goodness!
Oh,
my
no.
I
goodness.
didn't realize you took a baguette
Oh.
as your weapon.
A baguette.
Turns out, yep. Don't I rarely play rogue, but do I have a disengage reaction as a rogue?
Yes, at this level you do. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up and try to poke her, totally miss, and then scurry back to where I was behind cover. Ah!
And on the way, as you scurry back to hiding, you see that Archlector Summel has just kind of been standing here in the open. Everything's just been going on around him.
That's how I feel when drama's going on around me.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
just standing here.
He's just,
I'm
vibing.
just standing here.
He's just vibing.
yeah, he's still stood there with the
Vibing.
mushrooms on his head, just kind of watching everything happen with blank eyes. And
Okay.
Wanda, it's now your turn.
Lovely. Okay, so
You have
I would
summoned a
like to-
tiger.
Yes, I sure have. But first, before I do anything of that, I just saw Temperance go down, and so there's been this rage that has just boiled up inside of me, and so I will close the distance as well. I will run up, and then I will, in very Dinar fashion, I will go and then I'll barf acid all over them
Oh, nice. Okay.
as my breath weapon. So they will have to make dex saves, all of them.
Okay, this is extremely funny as well because you've still got your human disguise self up.
I sure do. No, wait, I dropped that.
Did you drop it? Oh, okay.
Oh, that would have been funny.
That
It
would have
was
been
very
funny.
funny. So dex saves. That's
The DC
just
is
for Vengabar. So that is a oh my god, 15.
15. Okay, yeah, that saves. DC is 12, so
Still half damage.
yeah, half damage. I don't know if any of her compatriots were like in this.
No, they're not close enough to her.
I mean, it's a 15-foot cone.
Oh, then yeah, actually,
Lovely.
2 of them would be. And both of them failed.
Yay, okay. This was bad. So that's 6 acid damage. I could have rolled way better, damn it. But that's fine.
Well, 6 acid damage. So that's 3 for Vengabar. 1 second. Math. But 2 of them, the 2 underlings next to her, just kind of are stripped down to their bones by acid.
Yeah,
And
nice.
Nice.
And it's now Temperance's turn.
Wait, I still have a bonus action, of
yes,
which I
bonus
would
action.
like to command my
Tiger.
bonus
action
Thank
tiger.
you. Yep, bonus action tiger. And I just I wanted to pounce. So I want the tiger to like well, wait, how much movement does it have? Oh, it has 40 feet of movement. So I would like it to move 20 feet back and then just run up and try and make a claw attack. Yes, a claw attack.
Okay.
Let's see. I hope this hits. Wait, what do I have to hit? Oh, +5. Damn. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. That's 18 to hit. I think this is against Vengabar.
Yes, this definitely hits.
Lovely. So they have to succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh, please fail.
They rolled an 18.
Ah, god dang it.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that's fine. Then I'll roll damage for the claw attack, which is a D8. Come on. I know what D8s look like. There we go. That's 7 damage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, land a solid claw hit on her. Okay, Temperance, it's your turn. You have just been revived by temerity.
Okay.
Please don't do that again, by the way.
I didn't try to. Okay. Okay, yeah. Temperance is pissed off. So she's gonna scramble back to her feet. And is she close enough so she can go back to Vengabar with her half movement?
Yeah, you can. And as you do so, you're kind of wiping the blood from your face.
Yeah, she's just like her eyes are like almost actually on fire, and she just kind of beelines for Vengabar, and with an actual like battle cry, which she's never done before, she's gonna body check her to basically to shove her to knock her prone.
Okay, so that's
Yes, mess her up.
testing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, she only rolled an 11.
Well, I rolled a 19, and that is a 20-fucking-6.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
So strong.
Yeah, so she runs up to her, body checks her, and she falls over, and then she takes her axe in both hands again and just, like, fucking brings it down on her.
Oh.
That better fucking hits.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can roll that attack when she's prone
that
with
it?
advantage.
Okay, you can't see it, but I rolled a net 20.
Nice.
Oh,
God.
Easy.
So
Go
that's
on.
double rolling or double damage? Just
I double damage just because it's easier, but it's up to you.
okay. So that's only one attack, sadly, but
This is where we say pog jumps in chats, boys.
and that is max damage plus 4 is 24 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Nice.
Like
Um,
right down into her chest, basically.
Yeah. So
Just said
In
pork
retrospect, I
chops.
am glad I did not fight you.
Yes.
See, told you.
yeah. You land this really solid hit on her, and basically, as you do so, you kind of hear a cracking sound as you hit the rifle arm. And even though it's still clearly in use, you've done some damage to it. You can see like a split down the barrel that makes her arm. And it's now Amanita's turn.
is she looking pretty bloodied?
Yes, pretty bloodied. Yeah.
Okay. When she saw Temperance go down, something in her snapped, and she went from her normal happy-go-lucky, passive expression to just one of pure rage.
Mhm.
And she's going to very slowly walk towards her and cast. The spell's gone. Where'd the spell go? Going to cast Primal Savagery.
Ooh.
So her fingernails and teeth sharpen and seem to have almost a green haze around them. It looks almost like poison. And then she swipes at her.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that's natural 20.
Yay!
Oh my
Guys,
God.
wow.
We're doing so great. Oh my
And-
god.
And
It's
all it
better
took
than the
is
one.
and all it took is for me to die.
Oh god.
Sad.
So I'm guessing that hits.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So am I doubling the dice?
Yeah. Double damage if you want.
Double damage.
Mhm.
So that will end up being 4d10 acid damage. So 8, 3, so 11, 2, 13, and 20.
Ooh. Okay. You tell me how you kill her.
So as she's walking slowly up, she just grabs the rifle arm and pushes it back before dragging her claws across her face and lingering there, and leans in to whisper something, which I don't think the rest of the party would hear, but she just says, "You will make a beautiful corpse,"
Ooh.
before pushing her to the floor.
I
And
just got chills.
Oh, I love her so
you
much.
say that to her, and like you've got a hold of her before you shove her to the ground. Vengabar manages just to reply, with that sort of last rasping, dying breath. Eternal death, the true death will come for you soon. And she dies.
If she
Nice,
wish.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. You have one underling left who, seeing this happen,
Amanita turns and just stares.
Temperance turns with her in unison. Like
yeah, he books it out of there.
I mean, I'm there with like an acid dripping mouth, like.
And you are now all out of initiative.
God. I just lay face down on the floor for a minute.
I really like this picture of Temperance and Amanita looking absolutely feral, and then one is just like,
Yeah.
And as you roll out of initiative, the body of sort of Archlector Summel looks at you all in turn, and then just very slowly sits on the ground, like he's like he's that tired, like he did something.
oh.
He did something. Oh god.
Yeah.
Amanita stops being feral and goes back to her very pure look.
Yeah, Temperance kind of wipes off her stuff and like puts it away. And then she looks at Amanita and like puts her hands on her. She's like, "Thank you."
You're welcome. You will also make a beautiful corpse, but it is not your time yet.
I would hope
Hope.
so.
Probably.
Yeah, she also gives Temerity a smile and a very thankful look.
I just kind of like, my eyes are very wide, and then I just give you a thumbs up. Oh my god.
Your horn is broken.
And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess so. It's fine though. Don't worry about it."
No, it's not fine. I will fix it. And she's going to put her hands around your horn and just druidcraft a one out of vines with maybe one mushroom.
Aw, she can't. She can't see it, but she kind of feels around the vines, and it's like she gets a smile, and then she touches the mushrooms, like,
Just
"Okay,
one. Just one.
oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you."
I go to pat Balrog and Greg. I pat them both on the head and I say, "Good boys, very good, very Balrog." Yeah, and then that is such a. I hate that these names came up into my mind. Balrog and Greg.
I don't. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Greg is a good boy.
And then I turn to Harith and I say, "Much better fighting this time."
Yes, that was finished. Shall we go?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes,
Are
please.
you glad that you are friends now?
I am not sure. And she just wheels on one foot and starts walking again.
That's fair.
Temperance just kind
I'm
of looks
gonna
at them
look
and she's like,
towards-
"Oh, fair."
I'm gonna look off towards where the Drake and the other guy went and make sure that they're not gonna follow us.
You don't see anyone there, but you can make a perception check.
I will attempt to do that.
I will
Not
also collect the
terrible.
art collector's body and give him a piggyback now.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's officially our pet now.
He's tired.
A dirty 20 perception.
You don't see anyone there, but you can hear very distantly somebody shouting the name Snaps and still doing the after a cat sort of thing.
Yeah, amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
he'll be a while. We can go.
Okay, before we go, I want to rummage through Wengabar's pockets just to see if she has anything important on her.
Yeah.
Okay. There are like Tinker's tools, which you can assume she probably used on both her leg and her arm. And on the inside of her coat, there is on the lapel, sort of sewn in, two X's implying, a dark trade, as is typical in Sigil, but also there is an embroidered symbol of the chaos attacks.
I'm gonna rip that patch out and take it with me.
Okay.
Can we take the gun?
Can we take her arm?
We take the
Attach
gun.
it to the corpse.
Yes.
You can try and
We'll just drag her entire body along.
reanimate this corpse. More corpse friends.
I can if you want.
Oh God.
God.
Oh no.
No, please,
In
please
fact-
don't. Please, not
I hate
her.
to say it, but it might be a good idea. It's a
In
corpse with a
fact-
gun.
I mean,
I am going to not use animate dead, but use one of my class features, which is fungal infestation.
Okay.
What?
So she crouches down and she starts to mutter as some lichen seems to grow around her mouth and up her body, the Vengabus's body, and she will sit bolt upright with 1 hit point, and is
Okay.
now my zombie for an hour.
only an hour. Okay.
Huh.
As we walk, I go over to Temperance and I just strum my ukulele and I say, I'm glad you're alive. And I do a healing word.
Aw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Which, oh god, well, that's 7 hit points back.
I'll take it.
Lovely.
Now we have 2 corpse pets.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. You now have 2 corpse pets, and you also have Harith, who is still leaving at this point, leading you guys out.
Yep.
Harith is doing that thing where they're like trying not to like look back, but just like slowing way down, like on
Mhm.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I catch up and I start walking
Sorry,
right
we had
behind
to
them again.
we had to reanimate the gun.
Well, we didn't have to.
We
but
had
did
to.
it.
But you did
We
anyway.
definitely did that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, maybe, I say, hey, maybe Harris, maybe you can take this body to the Dusties.
What is the value of that body?
Well, it has a gun, so I guess it's very valuable.
Do I know whether that body would be very valuable to the Dustman? Can I roll a check?
Yeah, you can roll a history check.
Ooh. What's my history again?
Is the other body
18.
also? Sorry.
18.
You would know it would be valuable in the sense that the Dustman could use it against the chaos attacks.
But definitely not as valuable as the one that I'm sent after.
No, nowhere near as valuable.
Right. This body
It's
is
okay.
what you would call chump change.
It's okay. We can make more bodies for you to take with you.
Oh my god.
Please.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
You can continue to make bodies. I do not guarantee that I will take them.
Is
Fair.
is the important body still following us as we leave?
I'm giving him a piggyback.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Lovely.
Good.
Amanita's currently carrying him. He's just sort of slumped over your shoulders. Yeah. Blank look in his eyes, kind of probably drooling.
Oh god.
Yep.
So as we're walking, I just want to I want to like run in front of Harith and then like jump into a backwards walking, and I have a pack of cards in my hand and I just spread them out and I say, pick one
For what reason?
for a magic trick. I'm gonna show you a magic trick.
Very well. I pick the furthermost right one.
Nice. It's the Queen of Hearts. And
Oh.
I say, remember that card. I'm gonna do something
It is
with it
the
later
Queen of
in this
Hearts.
trip. Do not. Oh, you don't tell me. Don't tell me. Wait, I take the card back. I say, pick another one.
I pick another one. It
Okay.
is the Two of Spades.
I say, I don't think you understand. You don't have to tell me.
No, I do not understand.
Okay, I'll explain. Take a card, but don't tell me which one it is. And remember it in your head and don't tell me.
She takes a card and puts it in her pocket.
Yes. And I say, remember the card. I'll do something with it later in the journey. And she just smiles. She's scheming things. She's just very happy.
And you begin going up this upward slope, and here the smell of smoke is far more acrid, and you begin to hear like the hissing of pistons and the grinding of wheels against steel tracks. And as you reach the top of this slope, you see out before you is a grimy locomotive yard. And there is a station there. There is also a huge steam train, and it is currently parked at the station, hissing steam and belching out smoke everywhere. And there are ramshackle black and white carriages, except the white carriages are, well, they were previously white. They're now kind of stained a bit with soot and coal. And people are boarding it currently. What would you like to do?
Do I know that this is the train that I'm trying to get us on to get out of here?
You know that this is a way out of here, but whether it will be the way out of here where you can take the body, you aren't entirely sure.
Would I know where this train goes, like its destination?
It's going up to the mainland hive, so the next level up.
Okay, so that's a good thing. That's probably closer to the chosen than we are right now. Right?
Yes, that seems like the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Then maybe we should try to catch that train.
Okay. There is, a porter outside taking coins for tickets. It's just 1 silver piece for a ticket.
I pay everyone's ticket.
Okay, you pay for everyone's ticket, and in that time of standing at the station, waiting for these tickets to be printed off on one of the little ticket reel machines, you look across Harith, and you see that there is a figure with a cart with bodies stacked on it, covered in robes. You cannot see their face, but you know they're looking at you. This is a dustman, very familiar with them. Just staring at you almost expectantly.
I grab the body and run for that dustman.
No.
You're gonna have to pry the body off my back.
I will say you can make that athletics check with advantage because it's a surprise.
Okay. I'm gonna need it because my athletics are real
Am
bad.
I rolling something?
No, because you are surprised. You've got no idea that it just suddenly happens.
9.
A 9. Even with that, you're still able to grab it.
Wow.
And begin hauling ass.
Just dragging it
this
like
dead body.
like backwards like this.
Oh no.
Oh no!
no.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Yeah, you see Harith doing that, and you also see behind Harith is about 5 feet away at the end of the station is a dustman with a body cart holding their hand out.
Oh no. Okay, as soon as
I'm going to
go ahead.
you first.
No, you go ahead. I'm just
Oh, okay. One, I'm going to get the gun body and tell them to. I'm going to say, please shoot at the Dusty, the one with the cart.
Okay. It levels its arm up and fires. The bullet goes straight through the dustman with like a puff of dust. Poof.
while that happens, Temperance tries to sprints after Harith and tries to basically tackle them away from the body. Try to shove them prone to take the body back.
Yeah, you can either make a dex save. A dex save. Yeah, you can make a dex save or a strength save for that, Harith.
Oh, okay. I will choose Dex because my strength modifier is 0, but my Dex modifier is like 11.
Oh god.
Wait, where's my? Let's see.
I'm just like, if this fails, I'm like ready with something.
18.
Ah, god dang it! I rolled a 16.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Harith dodges out the way and manages to drag this body even closer. And at this point, I will say, Harith, you have managed to reach this dustman.
Wait.
I just grab one of the corpse hands, flop it into the dustman's hand, and I'm like,
May I please start walking over?
You can start walking over. As you're walking over, and Harith has sharing. The dustman reaches into your pocket, Harith, just your front coat pocket, and takes out the raven feather you were given.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh no.
Takes out the raven feather you were given, and places it in your hand and puts his hand on top of it.
May I please grab the body?
You can certainly take hold of the body.
I'm
And at
going
the
to
same
do
time,
that.
can Harith take action?
Amanita, you grab the body. Harith, what would you like to do?
I would like to. Let me double check. I would like to crush the feather in my hand.
Okay. You crush
no.
the feather in your hand, and immediately, a black portal, like the void itself, opens up beneath your feet, including the dustman, the cart, the body, you, and Amanita. You are all swallowed up by a
The
portal
butter. I
and
jump.
are
I
gone
jump.
in a blink.
Can I jump after them?
It's gone. Like it just shuts.
Damn it.
before you even get there.
Shit.
And the rest of you are stood at this train station.
With Vengabus.
Yep,
Vagabond.
with Vengerberg, who is now a mushroom zombie.
No.
And that is where we will end it for this chapter.
Oh
a
no.
good ending.
goodness.
How dare you?
How
Sorry.
dare.
What it said in the notebook.
I thought you were my friend. No, just kidding. Oh.
Harris made it very clear that no one was friends.
Yeah.
You
Your
still
friend
have
whether
my
you want to or
card.
not.
Yeah. So that was extremely fun. A lot of fun fights.
Oh, was it now?
You still have my 10 of hearts, Harris. I want it back.
Okay. So we'll
That on my
say
character sheet,
goodbye.
10 of
So we'll
hearts.
start with we'll start with Maddie. Where can we find you?
That was great. Oh my god, brain scrambled. That was amazing. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Time Patches pretty much everywhere on the internet, but I am active the most on Twitter. Yeah, follow me there for shenanigans. That was amazing. My brain hurts.
And Nova.
That was. I'm not happy about it, but it was very fun. Yeah, I'm Nova. You can find me on Twitter as Giftnova Gaming and here on Twitch as Giftnova. I play in a couple of D&D games, most notably every second Tuesday over on Heroes Without Limits at 4 p.m. EST in the Twilight Grove campaign, and every Thursday for 4:30 p.m. On the Fractured Moon D&D channel, where we play a furry only, like an all furry retroverse campaign. And I'm also doing my own streaming, which I'm doing tomorrow again at 10 a.m. EST. So on my own channel, twitch.tv/giftnova. So if you want to see some chill gaming and stuff coming up.
And Ines.
Hi. Me, your friend Inez again. Yes, you can find me everywhere on the interwebs. As I said, Inez666 or Inez666_. Basically everywhere. Mainly on Twitch, where I stream games. I do makeup sometimes. I am very into Overwatch these days, so I'm playing a lot of Overwatch on my streams. And I do that basically every day from 8 p.m. Central European time. Please look up your time zone. I don't know. I do that. I have a bi-weekly Acquisitions Incorporated game on Torn Pixie's channel, which is called the Sea Team, SEA, as in a seafaring game, which is very funny, where I play a very rugged captain who is very sexy, but also very powerful and scary.
Everything I want
So
to be, basically.
The opposite
I
of Wanda,
mean-
basically.
Yes, very much, very much so. And then let's see, I am producing a podcast, which will come out somewhere very much later, but keep your eyes out. It's going to be very fun. And then, I don't know, that's it, I guess. Yeah, come watch my streams. It's very fun. It's very relaxing. And yeah, hope you have a nice day. Love you.
And Muff.
Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood moth. That was fun, and I'm very scared for what's going to happen next time. Let's not leave it a year and a half next time, because otherwise I will.
No, I
Cry.
plan on it being summer this time.
Heck
Yes.
And
yes.
I've graduated and I've got the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to maybe do some art from this because that was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
You can find me on Twitter at that Scarlet Moth. I do art and cosplay stuff. I'm also playing in several D&D campaigns. Most notably, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be over on Kobold Press for The World Tree Burns, which is a 5th edition Midgard campaign DM'd by the illustrious Dan Dillon, who is amazing. I'm playing a very different character to Amanita, my very old Ravenfolk cleric Rowan. And we're getting close to the end of season 3 for that one, so now is probably a good time to jump in because everything is starting to culminate. Also, I am DMing 2 campaigns which alternate. They're every Wednesday on different weeks. I have a Planescape campaign called The Clueless in the Cage, which should be coming back tomorrow.
I'm also
And
on that. I forgot
yes,
to mention.
Maddie is on that.
Yeah.
And not this week, but next week, we're going to be premiering the first episode of the Elder Scrolls one, which is starting up, which Nova is playing in alongside some other
Mhm.
beautiful friends.
Yeah.
So I'll post all the details on Twitter about those. Apart from that, yes, I exist.
Oh god.
God dang
Right,
it.
and Anna?
That was so much fun. I had such a good time. Thank you guys. That was
Yay.
excellent. As far as you can find me at Anna Prosser everywhere, especially Instagram and Twitter, and annaprosser.com if you're looking for more professional type things. My next things coming up are that D&D Presents will be premiering soon. There's no official launch date, but you should be hearing news about it very, very soon. D&D Presents is the official Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons show on which I will be playing a half-elf bard named Delvany. And then if you know my character Evelyn from Dice Camera Action, you've probably seen her popping up in the Ack Inc. universe. She's just only going to continue to be more and more part of the Ack Inc. universe, so you'll be able to see her. And this is all me like skirting around announcements that I can't make about things that are happening at PAXs specifically. So
Ooh.
do your
Mm.
own math.
Mm.
And I'll also be hosting a lot of esports tournaments and things in the coming days, and hopefully returning to my own stream, which is at twitch.tv/AnnaProsser. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which means I will be doing character creation for Heroes of Thylia on Dark Galaxies Gaming, which is a really cool company that has DMs for hire. And that'll be in the evening where we'll be creating new characters for a 5e campaign there. And on Wednesday, I'll be playing in Echoes of Eternity on It Me JP, which is a Star Wars role-playing game. And those are my planned streams for the week. Sorry, that was a huge mouthful. What about
And
you, Mustang?
Also follow Poa No Nos on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Here,
Oh.
I'll show Poa No Nos. Let's see if we can get a little glimpse of Poa No
my
Nos
God,
down
please.
here. That's Poa No Nos.
Yeah.
Aw, she's so
There
cute.
she is.
I love her.
Hi, baby.
Precious boo-boo.
So adorable.
Also,
Okay,
Oh,
what about you,
no.
Mustangs?
yeah.
Me, I am. Oh gosh, tomorrow I am on the Twilight Grove over on Heroes Without Limits, but I'm guesting. I am playing Deswyn Rennet, who is my long-term D&D character who I keep returning to. Yeah, he's a very sad boy, a bit of a drunken mess, but means well. He's a ranger, a Monster Slayer ranger specifically. And then on the 30th of January, so this week, I'm on Heroes Sheets being interviewed over on Heroes Without Limits, which is basically talking and discussing about Dungeons and Dragons disability, accessibility. I'll be talking about my own experiences, answering questions from people about things to do with that. So that's interesting, and I'm excited for that because I love talking about it. And then on the 22nd of February, we premiere on Heroes Without Limits the Silver and Steel campaign, which is a Witcher TTRPG published by Artel Saurian Games. and we will be playing that through, which is very exciting. We already have a couple of guests who may or may not be appearing, which is very exciting. And yep. So yeah, low key, I like the Witcher universe. If you couldn't tell from my Twitter, it's an absolute mess. But but I'm doing that. And also, we have been for almost a year now recording a long-term D&D campaign I've been running for over a year almost, and that's going to be put into a podcast form. So that you can all listen to it. Really exciting. It goes from Lost Mines of Fandalva all the way up to Dragon Heist, which, if you know from my Twitter about Dragon Heist, I have run it with magical guns and basically citywide gang warfare. And Jarl Axel is a very bisexual Robin Hood, and I love him. And yeah, it's all been a lot of fun, and I hope to do. That was my K. We hope to do this again in the summer. So I'm really excited, and we'll get to see where Amanita went after all of this. But yeah, thank you for tuning in
Everything
and
is
watching.
fine.
And
Everything
thank you so much to Anna for joining us.
Yeah.
It was so much
Uh,
fun.
Harith was
Yeah.
amazing. I love them very much.
Thank you.
And yeah, we will see you all next time. So bye.
love y'all. Take care
Bye.
of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.